Right. I was sitting there going, why can't I'm pressing the button to go to sleep while I'm going to sleep? Because I'd taken my headset off and couldn't hear the engine still going. It was only when I went, oh, hang on a second. The lights are on. That means the engine's running. The last episode for Clarkson was one where May competes in the World Rallycross race. Yeah, alongside Town. Yeah. Oh, okay, it was? All right. Fair enough. 1, 2, 3, he's late. Said back in 1 sec. Yeah, I did say 1 sec. In a sec. I'll be back in a sec. A sec. I didn't specify which second that would be. I didn't say back in 1 second. I said a second. Be back in a sec. So there, Mike. Get around that one. Oh, did we make any money? Sort of did, didn't we? Yay! How's it on your side, love? Is it? You can't see? Well, try turning your head for once. Alright. Same thing, no difference. Yes, there is. A represents something. 1 represents 1. See, 10 seconds is a second of all the seconds. So is 11, so is 12, so is 60. I didn't specify with the number. Hang on, let me just... Oh, yeah, sure. Whoops. Press the wrong button again. It's like saying a couple. I'll be back in a couple of seconds. Now, everyone assumes that couple means 2, but couple actually means anywhere from 2 to 7. Yeah, there is a thing, but I have to be paid, so not every month, no, because I've never been paid by Twitch. Yet. Because you got to make a certain amount before they pay you out. So, but yeah, if I do, because it's an income, it's actually classed as royalties. Then yeah, I will have to let the, what? I don't have to let the tax department know. It'd be best if I did. And they'll go, thank you very much. How much did you make? Great. Well, we'll take it out of your disability. No, technically I can... I can make up to a certain amount before I have to declare it to the people that pay me, which in this country is working income. They're the ones that pay out the unemployment benefits and all the benefits. But after that, I'm supposed to inform them, and then they take out so many cents in the dollar that you make over that. But since the tax department's different, they have to pay tax on it. But saying that again, technically I'm my own business, so until I make so much a year from this, I don't really have to declare it. but if I do, then I can apply for tax refunds. I could actually class, since I'm doing this from home, I can claim about a quarter of my rent in tax back, tax refund. Even though I'm not paying any taxes on it, but for some reason I'll get a quarter of me rent back that I paid over the year. And I could, since I am the business, I am the product, I could probably claim all my food and everything else as well. And claim on my internet. Yeah, see, here, when you get paid, everyone gets paid pretty much. Checks is not big here. Checks are dying out. They used to be big, but even though when you got paid, you didn't get paid with a check, you got paid in cash. But now, pretty much everyone gets paid. Money goes straight into your bank, the electronic transfer by the company from the business. And the tax is done, it's up to the employer to pay your income tax. So that the employee takes out your income tax out of the money and they send it off to Inland Revenue, which is the tax department. So you technically don't have to do a thing. All you got to do at the end of the year is figure out if you're due a tax refund or not. Which generally IRD will do that for you. They'll let you know if you're entitled to money back. You just got to claim it. But you're better off going to, there's free services around that'll calculate it for you, and generally they always calculate that you entitled to more back than they told you. So yeah, so it's a lot simpler. It's just everyone gets paid automatic transfer into the bank, your bank account, because we hardly use cash here anyway. It's all FPOS. Has been for years. Probably why there's no muggies in this country, because everyone knows no one's got cash on them. Yeah. No, you only pay tax if you own your own business. You do it yourself. You've got to do it yourself anyway. All businesses have got to do it, like I said. So if you're a business owner and you're the only one, basically that's the employee, then you do your own taxes. But generally what most companies do is they hire a company that does it all and pays you anyway. So they have access to your bank accounts and they do all the pay, and you just end up picking up your pay slip at the end of the week or month, whenever you're paid, every 2 weeks, monthly or weekly. I always insisted on being paid weekly. There was no way I wanted to be paid fortnightly or monthly, especially monthly. Crikey. Because I could always foresee myself running out of money before the end of the month and struggling. Even though if I budget, there'll still be something there where I go, oh, you know, The temptation of having a lot of money when you're paying a month's worth of wages at the end of the month. It's a lot of money you're looking at on your bank account. It's just too tempting to spend it because you can justify to yourself, oh, I've got enough money to do that. That's why I pay all my bills. I insist paying them weekly. Like my phone, my internet, my power, everything. Even though you get a monthly bill and supposed to pay at the end of the month, I pay that weekly. So I know exactly how much money I've got for that week to spend, which is quite easy. Being on disability, the amount I've got at the end of the week to spend is nothing after everything's bought, shopping and all that kind of stuff. Unless I ring up for a grant, a food grant or something, to help with the shopping, because I don't have enough. Which is a lot easier to do under the new government than it was in the other. Mind you, the new government being Labour, it's the party's name. They're always about the middle class and lower class people, where National are all about the middle class and upper class, higher paid, you know what I mean. So if National's in government, then the higher wage earners and all that get the benefits at the cost of the people that are low income. Where Labour, which is who Jacinda is our Prime Minister is the leader of, is all about the looking after the lower classes, the low paid people, the poorer people, and the middle class people. Saying class, I can't remember the actual term for it. There's mid-range, middle income and lower income. There we go, that's it. People. In fact, under her, our payments have gone up twice since she's been in office to account for cost of living going up, where before it was once in a blue moon, if we were lucky. And then people were expected to get jobs. The benefits there to make sure that you can feed yourself and that and still be able to go out and find a job. Just the bare minimum. But it was pretty hard to do, to go out and find a job when you don't have the money left over, because the cost of food and everything goes up and your income stays the same. It's ridiculous. They're able to get a job, then they can able to start paying taxes, and it's an investment, you know. You don't want them stuck there for most of their lives, not able to get a job. I mean, they provide free education and all that, people want it, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's like anything. Like, you can tell people, like, one thing I absolutely hate are those people that go to homeless people, or get a job when the homeless people are starving and asking for money, just a little bit of money. People go, oh, I'll go get a job. Yeah, because there's a job for absolutely everyone in the country, right? If there was, then yeah, that would make sense, but there isn't. No country has enough jobs for every single citizen in their country. That's just a fact. And if those people, you know what people should say, if you ever hear someone say that and you disagree with it, tell them, well, why don't you give that guy your job? If it's so easy to get a job, you can get another one. Go and prove your point, you know, put your money where your mouth is. You've got to get people in a situation to be able to do that, because when you go to a job, I mean, someone gets a job, it's about how you come across to the interview. It's not about the fact that they know for a fact you'll be the best at the job. they could turn someone down and pick you, and that other person they turned down could have been way better at the job. It comes down to a bit of luck more than anything else. A job's a job. It's working. Isn't it? That's the definition. If you clean your house, you're doing housework. It's a job you need to do to clean your house. It's anything that's not recreational. Then again, sports is recreational, isn't it? And people get paid for that and call it a job. But yeah, I suppose it's an income. When you work for something for payment, that's a job. Yeah, possibly you could say that. Not a very smart job. But then again, like I said, there's not enough jobs for anyone, then people become poor. And if you're going to have poor people, then you're going to have people that turn to crime. It's that simple. And you can sit there and go, well, they can choose not to, but generally it's those people that say that have never been in that position. So I'm not going to judge people in that position because I don't know what it's like. And I'm human. I'm going to make mistakes. I make mistakes. So I'm not going to judge another human being for making a mistake or doing the wrong thing. I've done wrong things. We all have. We've all made a silly decision and done things we shouldn't have in one stage of our life. And I don't care if you've done it once or done it 20 times. If you've done it once, you've done the action of making a mistake or doing something silly. And you don't have the right to say anything about it. You don't, well, as far as I'm concerned, don't judge the human. I mean, this is totally up to you guys. This is my choice in my life, but don't judge the human, judge the action. It's the action we should be against, not the person doing it. If they stop doing it, then don't treat them like they're like that, because if you treat them like that's the person they are, then they'll stay being that person through their life. We're human beings, unless we start realising, you know, that we come in these situations and everything else and we're fallible, it's never going to be fixed by saying, oh, you have the choice. That will never will, because it never has been. By simply saying, oh, you got to choose and not to do that, doesn't stop people from doing it. People will keep doing it, so we've got to find out in what situation do they end up making that decision. And if you want them to stop it, then don't have that situation around. And like I said, if you're going to have a situation around where you can have people that are able to become rich, you're going to have people that are always going to be poor. So you either make everyone rich, everyone medium, or everyone poor. But I mean, they did a study on that, and they showed one of the countries that had the most happiness all round and least crime is a country that didn't have too much diversity between rich people and poor people. But then you get in the whole thing of communism and all that kind of stuff and all that sort of thing. Is no matter what you do, there's always going to be pros and cons to the way you decide to run your country. Some are going to be a little better than others, but you're always going to have your issues and always going to have your problems. But does it really mean you stop trying to improve it, stop trying to make it better as we go along? I mean, you look at here, probably every century and every decade, no matter what, every civilization, as far as they're concerned, they were better than they were before, than we used to be. We were better human beings with more understanding and all that, but every one of them has the same thing in common. Problems. Not perfect. Which doesn't mean we shouldn't stop trying, should we? Trying to remember what gear I'm in. Anyway, that's just me. That's what I think. Only because I think that everyone deserves to be happy. And there's ways of doing it, but it involves people that have got a lot to sacrifice a little bit of what they've got to give to other people. People in the right situation will do the right thing and want to do the right thing, want to work and everything else like that, but your environment plays a lot of part in how you end up thinking and how you end up being. as a human being. It does. We're all product of our environment, pure and simple. And if we don't understand that different environments and everything, if you look at it from your environment, how, oh, that's the way life works. It doesn't. That's the way life works for you. That's the way you see it. That's the way you're brought up in it. That's the way you think. And you can tell that with different cultures do different things. It's obvious. And you look at culture, go, I'd never do that. For them, it's normal. It's not a biggie. And there's obviously cultures out there that probably do things that, well, I'll never agree with. But on the other hand, I've never lived there, but I don't think I'll ever agree with it, you know? It's the way they punish and all that kind of stuff. I think it's you know, there's a point there where there's, no matter what the culture is, there's a right and wrong in certain things. But anyway, I'm sure there's other subjects we can rattle on about. Oh, look at that, I'm doing 68 mile an hour. How did that happen? How did I sneak past the 65 limit? Oh, I'm getting, I shouldn't risk it really, should I? For a fine. Let me get down to 62. At least I know I won't get a ticket at 62. We've already covered that. You just were late to the party. Mike. You have to go back and watch the beginning. Hello, phone. Artis? Dude, how are you, mate? It's been a while. Hope you're good. Good to see you here. Oh, do you? Well, dude, put the jug on. I'll come in for a coffee. Where do I go? Tell me. Turn right, turn left. Give me directions. I'll come in. You can make me lunch. What's the time of day? Yeah, it's lunchtime. I haven't stopped for lunch. Am I in a lane? I can't tell. I feel like right in front of me is faint white lines, but I can actually see them on the side there now. I look properly.
Stay left.
Actually, I'm going to call you Nars, if you're okay with that. Since I called Causey, cause I can't Causey, just to make it easy on me.
Stay left.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I sort of had a feeling that was going to happen. That's why I didn't even bother looking. I couldn't be bothered stopping. Actually, we must be pretty close to Seattle. What gives you that idea? The big sign saying Port of Seattle? Exit this.
Right.
It's fine.
Turn right.
Giving you special little names so you know you're just special to me.
Right.
Stay right. Plus, New Zealander, just like Australians, we like to shorten words down. McDonald's? No, let's just call it Macca's.
Go straight and then stay left.
Afternoon? No, it's the Savo. Instead of this afternoon, it's the Savo. trying to think of all the other sort of examples. Mind you, Australia's sort of credited for that, but yeah, we do say that. Well, the majority of the stuff we say the same anyway. And then there's the odd occasion in Australia well known for that they claim that are actually our stuff. You've got a lot of guts there. Motorcyclists going through that red light. I mean, we almost saw how much guts you had when if I ran into you. We would have definitely seen how much guts you. Well, hey, right, okay, I might have been in the wrong lane. Let me just put the indicators on. Come on. I'm as bad as that motorcyclist. Does it turn it's just gone downhill. Oh, it's really gone downhill in the last couple of seconds. Oh yes, you live in Seattle. Nice.
Stay right, then turn right.
I used to be a fan of the Seattle Sonics.
Turn right.
Oh, you know, I've stuffed this up because it's gonna need more of a arc to get this in, turning arc to get this in. I should put my hazards on if I remembered what the button was. Actually, I accidentally turned them on the other day. I should have remembered because I had to figure out which one the button was for the hazards. In fact, it's none of those buttons.
Here we are, safe and sound.
Safe and sound, yeah, only because I'm in a truck and I was the one doing the hitting. Is it quite accurate, is it? I've heard that before, eh? That oh, really? Mind you, they're probably avoiding the onslaught that old farming sim got with their American map. I imagine they were trying to avoid that situation. And if you're unaware what I'm talking about, basically Farming Simulator 19. Are you joking me? You want it there? I don't even think I got room to sort of sneak it in from here, to be honest. I might have to do a U-turn and reverse it in from that direction, coming down here and through there. How long is this? I'll see if I can, but I've got a funny feeling I haven't. Yeah, so they brought out their European map as they do, and American map as they did in FS 19, Farming Simulator 19, and the European was nice, it was green, it was all this. The American map, on the other hand, had trash everywhere, and I mean trash. On the beach, all over the place, and yeah, it made a lot of people, whoopsie, that's not what I wanted to do. A lot of people very, very unhappy from America about it, and fair enough too. It's not like that's exactly what America looks like everywhere, is it? And there are places in every country that are not in the best condition. Yeah, I am definitely going to need to drive it back from there. I do like how ATS has a lot harder parking spots than ETS. Oh, let me get back into this view, eh? Oh, hang on, there we go. This is going to be a lot of fun. But I suppose you want to jump out and sort of help me, you know, just give me left, right, straight ahead. Didn't think so. Had a funny feeling you wouldn't want to do that. Let me guess, you got the wrong shoes on. And enter Ace Ventura. Nice. Show the results now. I shall continue. Here we go. Oh, okay. I might have to retract a previous comment about the hazardous cargo situation on ATS compared to ATS and you guys from America with your little sabotaging going on. Damn it. Yeah, was this? Not good to watch anymore later. Okay. That's one confusing thing there, Mike. Oh, that's right, Aussie. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. Something out of left field here in conversation. I assumed it was a joke though, but well, if you go, Mike, you go. Anyway, yeah. So turns out there's quite a bit of hazardous cargo done here. So anyway, it's that time again when you guys get to choose. If you're new here and you want to participate in telling me what to do, then what you need to do is let me know which one of these you want me to level up, and you do that by typing in a number like Cozzy's done on number 1. Hazardous cargo, you type in 1. Long distance, you type in 2. High value cargo, you type in 3. And I guess by now you would have gotten on to how this works. So I am going to go off, since we've finished the delivery and it's 15 minutes away from when I normally go have my coffee. I will go and make it now so we can just get straight into a job and get going. So yeah, and when we come back I'll tally up the one with the most votes. Obviously as a deadlock I'll choose, but yeah, I'll leave it to you guys and I shall be back shortly.